And Mao and Molina, the tandem of those two led the way for the Philippines. Mao tallying 12 and Molina tallying 11.
That's right. And on last September 22, eto na, Philippines defeated Vietnam in 5 sets. Top scorers naman on that match, Pat with 22, Mao with 16, Molina with 14, Baron with 13. And Vietnam top scorers were Tran with 25 and Dang with 15. And in that match, well, 61 spikes for Vietnam, 57, not so far, 57 for Philippines. At sa blocking, neutralize each other at 16. Bumawi talaga ang Philippines sa aces. And Vietnam had 3, the Philippines had 11. So parang key ngayon to for the Philippines. Kailangan magaganda yung services nila. And pagdating naman sa errors, Philippines had 24 errors while Vietnam had 18.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button, guys.
And because of the stellar performance, especially in terms of blocking, Majoy Baron was named Best Middle Blocker.
Galing!
So it's history made for Majoy Baron being the first player to have been awarded as the best blocker in the inaugural edition of the ASEAN Grand Prix.
So the entire volleyball community is very proud of Majoy Baron on that award. Hindi madaling kunin yun. Alam naman natin marami rin. You have Thailand and Indonesia. Also, they also have good middle hitters.
So definitely a huge honor.
Oh, yeah. And alam mo, in that game, napansin ko lang that game against Vietnam, ang ganda rin ng in and out ng players because as you can see, ang dami rin na-contribute in that match. Even if si Mylene Paat nga giving 22 points, but she was also on point on blocking. So, talagang, kumbaga, nabasa na nila no, kung ano yung gagawin nila as a team. So, they were more cohesive in that match against Vietnam. Tsaka may mga binago si Coach Shaq doon. Si Aya played in the 5th set, even Gia Morado stayed in the 5th set. Yung mga may adjustments rin ginawa si Coach Shaq.
Grabe si Valdez. Lasang palo.
Now both nations are officially warming up here as we are moments away from the start of our first match here in the second leg of the FISGOC test event. So stay tuned right here on I1.
Ikaw yun? Ha? Oo. Tama mo?
Nagpa-PUBG po yung mga kasama ko dito kaya ang ingay. Guys, don't forget to click the subscribe button, guys. Nag-live po ako sa lahat ng laro sa PBL. So today, hindi po ako makapag-live stream sa laro ng Grand Prix kasi madamot po yung I1 TV.
Magaling natin. Saan? Diyan ka lang sa baba mo. Habang ka dyan sa baba, may kalaban naman. Hintay ko nga dito eh. Gagamit mo dito. Handa ka lang. Sir, ready mo yung armalite mo mo. Ay, na yun. Hindi ba ay? Ay, puta ka lang yan. Galing ah. Dalawa sila, pre. Dalawa nasa baba, nasa baba. Sayang. Nasa baba niya, nandito. Tulungan mo ako, pre. Lapitan mo ako. Sabit lang. Patay ka rin? Patay siya. Wala kasi ako.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of the Philippines.
Gusto tayo dito. Pasok naman sa bahay. Ha? Pasok sa bahay. Bahay?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our international referees for match number 1. First referee, Rajani Srichu of Thailand.
Go Philippines!
Second
Go
referee, Agong
Philippines!
Benwantoro of Indonesia.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button, guys.
Let us now meet the starters. First from Vietnam. Opposite hitter number 2, T. King Tanta. Outside hitter number 11, Lee Hong Lei. Middle blocker number 15, T. Clint Nguyen. Middle blocker number 16, the team captain, Lee Halfway. Majoy Baron. Setter number 12, Gio Morato. Number blocker number 18, their team captain, Epi Mariano. And deliverer number 5, Tom Macantili. Head coach of the Philippines, Jack De Los Santos.
All right, we are pumped up and ready for the FISGOC Volleyball Test event here at the City of Santa Rosa Multi-Purpose Sports Complex, as the starters have been announced for both the Philippines and Vietnam.
A little bit of information. Vietnam with an average age of 21.5.
Wow.
With their players, Philippines with 24 years old. Ang height naman, when it comes to height, 176 ang average height ng Vietnam. 172 naman ang Philippines.
The youngest player in the Philippine lineup is sophomore from the University of Santo Tomas, Ea Laure, who is going to be very busy this weekend as she's also competing for UST in the PVL semifinals against Ateneo. That series went to a deciding third game. But of course, it's a different story when you play for flag and country. So this should be a good one, as the Philippines are in blue and Vietnam, the team in red. And we are officially underway. Macandili gets the ball in the air. Morado guides the ball towards the way of Molina. Vietnam will give up a free ball. Macandili, Morado gives it back to Molina, who breaks down the wall.
And Molina this time off the block point for her. Adjusted on the second hit, on the second try. So now it's a full front line for the Philippines.
Morado serving it up to start the second rally of the match. Dang.
Wow.
Macandili gives up a free ball.
Uy.
They go to the
Ano
middle
tawag
this
yun?
time for Nguyen. Molina, cross court, popped up by Lien. They go back to Dang.
Sayang.
Dang gets it a go. That's a touch. And you knew she was going for the touch when she saw the blockers on the other side already committed.
Kalaban?
To Lin Tran now, serving it up for Vietnam. Macandili.
May papunta dito.
This time the ball goes to Mylene Pat, and Pat is able to score.
And that's with another off-the-block hit. So hindi na challenge masyado muna. No, ang Team Philippines, yung tall blockers ng Vietnam. Instead, they're just using them for those off-the-block points.
Molina, who scored the first point of the match, trying to get an ace. Vietnam able to recover. Macandili, Morado, one-handed set for Majoy Baron. Nothing there. Dang on the opposite side, able to score.
Actually, you know, Anton, Molina and Pat really had a good run in that first leg. And it's good news for Team Philippines and for Coach Shaq.
And an ace for Vietnam. Credit the ace to Thi Trinh Nguyen.
Oh, may kalaban? Nag-minute ko lang. Ha? Nag-minute ko lang.
Morado gets the ball to Valdez. Cross court for the kill.
Well, Eliza Valdez getting that to go in spite of the distance of that ball to the net. Still able to get that cross-court hit.
Philippines leading 4-3. Vietnam scrambling. The ball will go back to the side of the Philippines. Bad. Ball is popped up. It's a back set for Dang. That's
Okay,
two
bye-bye.
touches.
That's right.
Wala yan. Bababal sa top line yan.
Double contact on Vietnam.
Malapit lang tayo pagbabag sa kanya.
So it's a solid
Ayun,
start here for
Tandaan mo yan, pre.
the girls in blue, the Philippines leading Vietnam, but it's a running attack
the team
Ang
captain,
katabi pa lang yan.
Bui.
Tagal naman mahulog.
Pagbagsak na yata eh.
Antayin mo
It's
lang.
Dang now on the line for Vietnam.
The primary attacker for the Vietnamese. Valdez, drop ball. Ball is popped up back in the air.
Ano yun?
Oh, that's just an off-speed hit, but Vietnam gets the point.
And that was Lee with the soft touch.
And this is what yung Team Philippines has to also maybe pag nag-gel sila that defense pattern. Kailangan talagang nagkakaabuyan sila inside the court because that will be very important.
I think they look pretty well.
Did she just come out of an injury?
Yes, she did. She did not play in the first leg because of that ankle injury. But Alyssa Valdez is looking pretty good. And it was also with the help of Abby Maranyo who drew some of the blockers of Vietnam her way.
And I think that was the main reason why she really wanted to be 100% before she plays. And I'm talking about Alyssa.
Ay, kita ko na.
Well, offensively, the Philippines looks good. You know, they're looking better. At least in this first set of this match.
And the first running attack for Maranyo. She asked for it. The team captain of the Philippines, Abby Maranyo, wanted that volleyball and Morado delivered it to her.
That's right. Yung sabi nga nila in that game against Vietnam, parang yung setters daw were more familiar with the hitters. Kumbaga nagkaroon na ng konting familiarity. Pero ngayon, I think with all their practices and they're playing together, mas maganda ang forma, lalo na offensively.
Oh! Gia Morado! How about that?
And you always see Gia would go for angles when she drops the ball, but that time it was a power tip for Gia Morado.
So now 5 different players from the Philippines have scored, including the setter Gia Morado. But the captain, Bui, gets the point back on the running attack. Bui already with 2 points in this match. Bui gets that one in. Maranyo tossing it to Molina. Now the ball is tossed high up for Lin.
Oh, but a check, a touch is called. Vietnam gets the point.
Sniper yun pa yan.
And we have a timeout. Vietnam leads the Philippines 8-7.
Puta. Patay din ako.
Kararating niya lang?
Hindi, sniper yung gamit nyo.
Naka-ano siya. Naka-step siya.
Hindi, paano siya dumating doon?
Di ba rin siya, ganyan ang buhay ko, sinil ko siya.
Nag-ano pa lang, naggagamot pa lang ako. Sniper yung gamit.
Bakit ka nakatago?
Nakatago sila sa bahay. Pinunta namin yung supply.
Nakaw mo yung baranda? Anong baranda nakaw mo? Yung maliit na mabilis yung maliit. Yung baranda? Tapos, nagawin siya, yung ako yung maliit siya. Dumating sila. Hindi pa din nalayo.
Pag ganun bang may supply na kukuha ko yun? Kaya hindi ko ito.
Of course, the Philippine team, coached by Cesael Shaq de los Santos and his assistants, Brian Esquivel and Emilio Kung Fu Reyes Jr.
Poor first ball.
That's another ace. So the captain of Vietnam is leading the way, Mosey, Thi Nga Bui.
And it's really the defense of yung floor defense ng Philippines ang medyo may problematic in this in the start of this match.
Maranyo gets that one in. That was a wild attempt by Doan, the setter. Abby Maranyo, good read, letting that one go as she serves it up for a brand new rally here in this match. 9-all is our tally. Soft touch.
And another off-speed point from Vietnam. So pangalawa na yata yan dun sa off-speed point na binibigay ng na nakukuha ng Vietnam.
Both teams with a balanced scoring attack. Morado. Molina
Nice.
gets that one in.
That's a good play from the Philippines. Molina on the tail end of that combination play.
And it looks like Jovelyn Gonzaga is set to check in.
Nako.
Morado overshoots that one. To Lin Tran now. The serve for Vietnam. Molina with the pass. Morado with the toss, giving it to Majoy Baron. Morado. Macandili gives it to Molina, who scores off the block.
Says Molina using the blockers on the other side. As you can see, Philippines just playing it smart, not challenging the tall players of Vietnam so far. The first set, and they have been very effective at those off the block points.
Molina's got 3 points in this match now. Once again, they go back to the middle.
Liza Valdez go down the line, but wide on that try.
Titrin Nguyen getting that ball to the other side. Bad. Lee on the attack. And the captain, Bui, is able to put it down for Vietnam.
Well, Bui with another point has been leading the pack so far. 25-year-old player from Vietnam is their top scorer.
And captain, Pat from the opposite side. And Pat will convert. Pat was one of those players who was very surprised that she was called up to serve the national team, but she's relishing in the opportunity, Mosey, and proving with her performance, especially in the first leg, that she belongs.
I was going to say that she's worthy of that spot, judging from the first leg games of Mylene Pat.
Dang, cross court. Morado with a dig. Pat will hit it back to the side of Vietnam, too strong.
Too much angle on that one.
Dang will serve it up for Vietnam.
Si Dang ka-age ni Ea, 20-year-old.
Samantala, ang kapitana, Chang Abby Maranyo, with another powerful hit. Second point of the match para kay Abby.
So Nabor comes in along with Jove Gonzaga. On the other side, Vietnam with substitutions also. Nguyen to Howie. And number 7, Huang.
So The action continues here, 16-15. The Philippines leads Vietnam here in set number 1. Alyssa Valdez tallying back-to-back aces.
Well, remember, Anton, when they won it against Vietnam in the first leg, they had 11 service aces against the 3 only of Vietnam. So, ibig sabihin, naging big factor yung services ng Philippines in that match.
So the leading scorers, Alyssa with 5 for the Philippines, Bui with 4 for Vietnam. Gonzaga gets that one through, and we're very happy for the comeback of Jovelyn Gonzaga. And I think with her returning to the Philippine national team at the international level, that just proves that she's almost back to being who she was before the injury.
And then plus, you can really see that she is well respected by her teammates. She's also not only respected but loved by her teammates. And it's really nice to see her playing again at this level.
Meanwhile, a combination play unleashed by Vietnam, and TQ Trin Huang is able to score. But Huang, after scoring, will head back to the bench, and look at this substitution right here. Dang is checked back into the game, and Duan is also now in, their setter, wearing jersey number 19.
So early on, a lot of experimentation being done on the side of Vietnam.
Gonzaga with a lot of space between her and the net. There's the attack by Tran. What a save. Ball goes back to Gonzaga.
Nice.
Baron. Valdez will set it up for Molina. Cross court. Nothing there. And again, Tran will try. Sarado ang pintuan. Tran na naman. Goes down the line.
And Tram with an adjustment on the second attempt, getting that to go. You like how she transitioned from going to the yung angle, going cross court and then going down the line on the second one.
Had to find the open lane. Meanwhile, Baron.
And you like how the Philippines answers yung mga ganun, yung after a nice play coming from Vietnam, right away, Philippines comes up with their own, with that quick hit by Majoy Baron.
It is a tight first set.
Service ace.
Morado.
Error.
Drop ball by Dang does not work. Pat back in the game. Baron giving it back to Pat.
Nice one.
Vietnam able to recover. It's a back set. Dang will hit and score off the block.
Well, that's not an easy thing to do. Dang getting it past Molina and Majoy Baron.
Tulin Tran started this match. Now unleashing a sharp serve. It's a free ball going the way of Vietnam. Lee with a hit.
Hello.
Molina
Nice one,
saved
nice
by
one.
Macandili. Paat over the blockers. Drop ball does not work. Cross court by
Outside.
Lee.
Nice one.
It goes out.
Well, credit that point to Don Macandili. Just
yeah.
all over the place.
Very nice play done.
That's why they call her Miss Everywhere. And it was also in this venue wherein
Service ace.
she went to work and was awarded second best
Nice
libero in the
one.
AVC for 2017.
But the best blocker.
The best blocker is Majoy Baron of this tournament in the first leg.
Just
maybe-
getting a solid block right there.
Maybe wanting another best blocker award goes for the second leg. Crucial situation right here. Philippines holding on to a 1-point lead. Running
nice
attack.
one.
Saved by Don Macandili. Pass! Going down the line.
Volleyball.
That is some
Philippines versus
power
Vietnam.
from Pat.
That is right, and just a beautiful play from the Philippines.
And now, Ces Molina, who scored the first point of this match, is back at the service line. Molina from Nueva Ecija gets that
Nice
one in.
service.
Back set, Tang with a drop ball, does not work. Morado to Valdez.
Nice.
Drop ball works.
And once again, we see that drop ball by Eliza Valdez wherein, you know, she'd go for her approach,
Philippines, Vietnam.
big time swing, and just drops the ball.
Vietnam calls a timeout.
Hindi si Dakis.
Wala.
Wala. Tapos ito naman yung tao.
The score 22, serving 19.
Philippines holding on to a 3-point lead here in set number 1. Molina back at the service line, gets that one in. Lee with a hit, saved by Valdez. Paat gets it back to the Vietnamese. Running attack.
Kuha. Nice one.
And what a save by Mylene Paat. They try another running attack. And that time, Thi Trinh Nguyen is able to score.
But let me tell you, Anton, that was a hard point earned by Vietnam. The floor defense of Philippines clicked that in that last play.
Molina, Paat, no longer playable. So that's back-to-back points for Vietnam, Mosey. And now Coach Shaq de los Santos wants to talk things over.
The score 21, serving 22.
Philippines holding on to this 1-point lead. Vietnam just scored back-to-back points. This is coming off a Coach Shaq de los Santos timeout. Paat with a hit. That's a net touch.
That's right, a violation called against Vietnam. So Philippines just 2 points away in getting this first set.
Philippines just 2 points away. It was Bui who committed that net touch. Wow!
Block.
A block collaboration there by Maraño and Paat, working well together. And because of that, the Philippines is at set point.
That was a very important point for the Philippines. Solid blocking so far in this first set.
It's a back set running attack.
Outside,
It goes
okay.
out, and the Philippines will take set number 1 against Vietnam.